Good evening, everyone. Hi. We're talking about how to win the lottery. And we did this experiment not 2 hours ago, less than that, and it came out pretty good. Here we go. All right. Now, I don't normally play the lottery. I'm not normally a gambler myself. But I've been doing some recent research, and I've developed some ideas about how I think we can win. Now, first off, I want to ask, are there any real physicists in the room tonight? Like, for real? You are. So there are two ways that I'm going to describe tonight about how I think one can win the lottery. And those scientific ways are one called precognition, and the other one's called telekinesis. So how many of you in the room have had a landline? Can remember having a landline? You do. Okay. So when you had a landline, did you ever experience the phenomenon of the phone ringing and you knew who it was before you answered? Every day. Every day. This gentleman right in front of me has experienced precognition. Precognition basically is knowledge of the future. So I'm going to define some terms here. A photon is an elementary particle, the quantum of the electromagnetic field, and the basic unit of light and all other forms of electromagnetic radiation. Photons are governed by quantum mechanics and will exhibit a wave-particle duality. They exhibit properties of both waves and particles. Okay, that end point is exactly what I want to emphasize there, that it's both a wave and a particle. So, scientist Dean Radin, he makes a comparison between human consciousness and a photon. So what does that mean exactly? It means that, I'm getting excited here. What it means is that a photon can be both its own thing by itself in space and simultaneously everywhere at once. So he's suggesting that your thoughts, that human consciousness, is simultaneously inside your mind and everywhere else at once. I'm going to pass out some slips of paper. And those of you that want to guess, you want to see if you can send your brain waves out to see the future winning lottery numbers, are going to write your guess on this piece of paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to average everybody's guess and come up with one collective guess. I mean, it's a pretty futile thing to try, but like, why not? You know, we're here. I'm going to put up a frame of the future. So here's the frame. And what I want you all to do that have a slip of paper is I want you to register a guess. Just imagine a number in this spot. Just imagine it. Any number between 1 and 49.
Here is your Lotto 649 draw.
1, 2, 3, up until 6. Any number in each bubble from 1 to 49. All right? What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do the control in the experiment. So first, let me find out a little bit about you fine folks that have come up here. So what's some evidence of precognition that you've experienced in your life?
Well, I know I've never won the lottery, and I know I'll never win it, so that's a sort of...
Can we get some new clothes for Gary here, please? Let's work hard and get that. Okay.
My name is Glenn.
Glenn?
Hi. I have caller ID in my head.
Caller ID in your head.
Everything that I think is going to go wrong, goes wrong.
Oh!
So I'll be sitting on the couch, and the phone will ring, and I'll think, oh, it's Mike.
Mike or Sue calling Glenn. So let's see how you all do with a little precognitive test. This is a blank 649 board. Look at the board, and just point to whichever square you feel stands out. Okay. Let's give our precognitive folks a round of applause. I'm going to talk about another concept of physics called telekinesis or psychokinesis. Exactly a year to the date, in New York City, the winning numbers were 911. How do you think that happened? It happened because of telekinesis. Influencing the output of a random number generator, number generator, is exactly what we're going to try and do tonight. So how does telekinesis exactly work on the lottery ball machine? Everyone focusing on the same numbers in the lottery harnesses a particular ball in the machine and then causes it to come forward. So many people thinking about the identical set of numbers can make that number come up. The power of many brain waves is pretty weak, as you can imagine. So it needs to be activated on something light like a lottery ball. Okay, our collective guess for lottery 649, 13, 17, 22, 19, 28, and 31. Oh my God, 19 came up again! If you look around the room, and if you can imagine partying with everyone that's here and splitting a jackpot of about 4 million, the only way I'll see you guys again will be as if we win on that number. All right, thank you very much. Thank you much for your collective guesses, and you all enjoy the rest of your night. Don't forget to write down these numbers: 13, 17, 22, 19, 28, 31, and you have until Wednesday to play it.